Wow. Don, USMX Footy here. Another video coming at you, but this is breaking news. Per Fabrizio Romano, and with all due respect or full disclosure, should this not be true, take down the video, rescind everything I say, but I have no reason to believe this isn't true. I'm seeing all the major news outlets running with it, not denying that it's fake. So, per Fabrizio Romano, Mo Salah has come out with a few quotes, looks like an interview, and in what my opinion is kind of the end of his career at Liverpool. And life is so weird because, you go through life thinking things are always going to be the same way they are until the day they're not, until you get breaking news like this. And I'm old enough to have seen enough fallouts with players and clubs, and in my opinion, there's no coming back from this. In my opinion, it's not like, oh, he did an interview. No, it's the things he's saying, the implications of some of it, and let's just jump into it. This is some of the quotes. Let's get into it. It'll be up on screen as well. It's not acceptable for me. I don't know why this is happening for me. I don't get it. I have done so much for this club. I don't have to go every day fighting for my position because I earned it. I'm not bigger than anyone. I have some issues because there's an implication that obviously seniority at any club is a thing. Players who have shown their talents on display for years on years are obviously going to get privileges over younger players, obviously. And that is especially true, that is amplified with players of Mo Salah's quality, where we're talking about legends of the Premier League, legends for your club. It's obvious, right? So he's in a very special category of players. And he kind of hints to how he's feeling at the end. I'm not bigger than anyone. Okay. My issue with that is, if that is true, why do you say the part in the beginning? It's not acceptable for me. We are in December, Mo Salah. You have been playing poorly since the beginning of the season. Really, if we're looking at the entire year, I don't think he's been that good for months and months. So what's not acceptable? In any club, if you're not performing, you're going to get benched. You're going to get dropped. The fact that slot has taken this long, and I'm not a Liverpool fan by any means, but fans have been kind of like, finally. So I don't know why it's unacceptable for you. The whole, I'm not bigger than anyone kind of falls apart when you're getting the sense of entitlement. Hey, I'm Mo Salah. Leave me in the team for the entire year where I'm playing subpar, and the team is suffering as a result of it, and just keep playing me. That's a bit of a problem when you're a manager. Okay, next quote. We throw Mo under the bus because he's the problem. I don't think I'm the problem. Now, I actually think he's mostly true on that. The part where they're talking about throwing him under the bus, I don't know what it's like inside Liverpool day to day to speak on that. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. It does kind of go into that sense of entitlement, but who knows? Maybe inside Liverpool, they are literally just shitting on Salah because he's not pressing. That sounds unlikely, but the problems Liverpool is facing as a team are 100% not just on Salah. There's all kinds of reasons why. It's very multifaceted. So yes, is Salah an issue? Yes, I actually do think he's a major issue, but to say, yeah, it's all his fault, no, that is way too simplistic. I think benching him was I don't want to say a step in the right direction, but something that has to be done. And the fact that this is coming out as a result of it is kind of crazy. All right, Salah goes on to say, I had a good relationship with the manager. All of a sudden, we don't have any relationship. That is so crazy. I don't think because Slot's been there for 2 years now. And you're telling me that this whole time you were just buddy, good relationship on good terms? And then now that you get benched, it's this kind of just complete catastrophe? Nah, you're lying in the beginning. There wasn't always a good relationship. I think for one reason or another, things were kind of rocky, and this was almost like the final straw. That's just the sense I get, just reading into this, not knowing what it's like day to day inside Liverpool. But he goes on to say, quote, I don't know why. It seems to me that someone doesn't want me in the club. End quote. If that means particularly Slot, like, would have Salah just come out and said, I don't think Slot wants me at the club? I don't know. I don't know if Slot, like, because that first season under Slot was one of Salah's best years. So you would think coming out of that Slot wouldn't be, eager to drop him. He'd want to get the best out of him. So I don't know if he's talking about someone higher up, if he's talking about, FSG, ownership, sporting directors. I don't know. I really don't know. So then next, okay, this is the part where I'm like, yeah, it's done. Quote, we will see what happens. In my head, I will enjoy the game even when I don't play. We will see what will happen. It's at Anfield. Say goodbye to the fans. Go to AFCON because I don't know what will happen when I'm there anyway. And okay, let's continue. The club promised in the summer a lot of promise for me. And so far, I am on the bench for 3 games. All I can say is keep the promises. And that's pretty much the end of it. The final thing is, quote, Liverpool, I will always love this club. My kids will always support. I will always love the club. I will always do. Now, that's enough of the quotes. That bit about AFCON, I think, is really the most damning because the way relationships go, when things are rocky, and Salah's going to take some time off, and I think particularly he's alluding to the Brighton game, that Brighton game before he goes to AFCON, the last home game, it's at Anfield. That is a really ominous tone to put on that. To almost be like, I'll see you there. I'll say goodbye. Go to AFCON and we'll see where we go. And that's where I really kind of felt sad, right? I felt sad because, I'm in my mid-20s. And Salah, since for almost the better part of half a decade, so like 8 years now. In that first season when he came to Liverpool, he hit the ground running. And ever since then, he's gone better. I don't want to say better and better, but he's just improved and become this legend of the league. And I always have had my critiques. Obviously, as a Chelsea fan, I think we shouldn't have sold him, whatever. That has nothing to do with it. My critiques came more so from his style of play, and that I think he was perfectly tailored to that Jurgen Klopp system. He wasn't a winger. He wasn't a striker. He was an inside forward. For my FIFA boys, 4-3-3. I forget which one, but the one with the forwards, left forward, right forward, that was Salah, right forward. It wasn't a second striker necessarily, but that was, for all intents and purposes, judge him off that. Judge him off being a second striker. Don't look at his numbers as a winger. He was a second striker in that team, and he would go on to be, because I've been watching the Premier League since like 2014. Really, seriously, really more like 2015. And for a good chunk of that, Salah has been one of the icons of the league. And when moments like this happen, it really, in my opinion, as I've gotten older, it really should make you stop and appreciate what he's given, not only to the club, but, for you as a fan. All the memory. Because for me, it's starting to look like, I don't think he's going to, offer many more memories. And, he's a rival player of ours. He ruined Chelsea many, many times. I think back to that banger versus us at Anfield. Just catches it on the volley and just roofs it into the top corner. The curve on it, just brilliant. But you start to pause and think, after that Brighton game, it's going to get really emotional. There's going to be tears. And he's going to go off to AFCON and have so much time to think about it. So much time to think, what's the point? What am I doing here? Why am I not, opening a new chapter in my life? Because I think he kind of looks at the season he's had and been like, I don't know if I never see him move into another Premier League club. So I really do think he's going to start to, all the issues he's had with the Liverpool higher ups that we're kind of getting to see now, that he's feeling that someone doesn't want him at the club. I think that's going to come to a head. And his time is just looking up. That contract, people are going to say, he, got rich and and ran out the back door. But I don't know. Sometimes he worked so hard for that contract, you can't shame him for it. Let the man earn his money. And I think the fact that age is caught up with him is a shame, because he was always super reliant on his explosive pace and his elite shooting. And so once that went, it was always going to be, hit his career very hard. He's not a player who, like Messi, who can kind of age gracefully and still kind of offer a lot at the very highest level. And I'm not saying Salah's finished at the highest level. I think he can 100% still offer something to a team in Europe, in the Champions League. But whether he's willing to, take that pay cut and maybe face Liverpool, I don't know. That's up for him to decide. But that's how I'm feeling, guys. What do you think? Do you think Salah can come back from this? I personally don't think so. I think after AFCON, he's going to have, been through a lot physically already, because that tournament is such a emotionally and physically exhausting experience for teams, especially like Egypt. And I think he's going to have a real big, with the new year as well, he's going to have a real big kind of shift in his priorities. And that January transfer window might be his escape. So that's just how I'm feeling, guys. Tell me your thoughts down below. Shocking news, to be honest. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, but all the videos started coming out, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta put my opinion out there. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Salah, for everything you've done, and peace.